Hello guys, welcome to Ramta Solutions. Welcome to your lesson on statistics. So today on statistics, we're looking at percentiles for grouped data. So we have looked at percentiles in the previous video. But today, because we are looking at grouped data, I will remind you this red color or this red writing that you're seeing, I put it previously before making this video. So the reason I put this was to basically remind you to know the total participants in your survey. You need to add these values cumulatively. So note this data, the red color wasn't there. So if you are copying this data, please copy it without the red colors, and I will explain how we get this red color. So let me give you about 30 seconds to copy this information and we will proceed. Okay. All right. You have now taken your data. So now let's look at this red color. So to know the actual number of participants or data in your survey or whatever experiment you have, this is what we do. 2 plus 5 is 7. 7 plus 18 is 25. 25 plus 22 is 47. 47 plus 18 is 65. 65 plus 13 is 78. 78 plus 12 is 90. 90 plus 10 is 100. Okay? All right. So that means our n is 100. Remember, when we use percentiles, our formula, the formula that we're using for percentiles, we say to find the R, we say the rank over percentile over 100 or multiplied by, open bracket, n minus 1 plus 1. Okay? Perfect. All right, great stuff. Now, let's then proceed. Let's see what we can do now. So, this question wants us to find the intervals where the lower quartile, middle quartile, what you call the median, upper quartile, and the 30th percentile lie. Okay? So, we will look at it and then we will answer the question. So, we are using percentiles. Remember, we're looking at percentiles for grouped data. So, without any waste of time, let's look at them. So, number one, we're looking at lower quartile Q1. So for Q1, we know the formula P over 100 all multiplied by n minus 1 close plus 1 is equal to Q1 is the 25th percentile, so it's 25 over 100. And we said this data has 100 values, so it'll be 100 minus 1 plus 1. So what is this? Get it? 0.25 times 99 plus 1. I'm saying 99 because it's 100 minus 1. So we have 25.75. Okay? 25.75. This means Q1 lies between the 25th and 26th value. Okay? It lies between the 25th and 26th value. So because this is what is this? Because this is grouped data. If we were to look at the average of it, so we can't necessarily be looking at the average of it. So what we will be doing is to say, okay, 25th and 26th, obviously, this value that's between the 25th and 26th, let's see, we go into the data and see where we get to. Okay, it cannot lie on this interval here. Tempting to say it lies on this interval here. But the way that I see it, remember, it lies between the 25th and the 26th. So that value is greater than 25. So we cannot say it lies on this interval here. So this means it'll lie here because it'll be greater than 25. So we will say for Q1 lies on the x is greater than, was it 30? Okay, x is greater than 40. X is greater than 40, but less than 50 interval. Okay? Q1 lies on this interval. Okay? Q1 lies on this interval. Okay? Which is the fourth range. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, which is the fourth range. So Q1 lies on this interval. Okay? Perfect. Now let's look at Q2, which is your median. Q2, we know R equals P over 100 into N minus 1 plus 1. And we're saying median is the 50th percentile, right? It's the 50th percentile. So let's quickly check using our calculator. 0.5, because I had 0.25, now it's 0.5 times 99 plus 1. What is it? It is 50.5. It is 50.5. So this means Q2 lies between the 50th and 51st value, or 51st 10, whichever you prefer. Okay? So let's look at it. Between the 50th and 51st value, let's look at it. Where could it be? It cannot be on the third range because it's 25. Cannot be on the fourth because it's 47. Then it seems, when you look at it, this is 47. So this one here, this range includes 47 point whatever until 65. So it must be lying here. Okay? It must be lying on 1, 2, 3, 4 on the fifth range. All right? Therefore, Q2 lies on the fifth range. That is, x is greater. That is where x is greater or equal to, and you see, I think 50, yeah, 50 greater or equal to 50, greater or equal to 50, but less than 60. This is where your median lies. Your median lies in that range. Okay? Now, we must look at the upper quartile. Upper quartile, let's add the formula. P over 100, all multiplied by open bracket, n minus 1 close plus 1. Upper quartile is the 75th percentile. Okay, it's the 75th. Upper quartile is the 75th percentile. And we said we have 100 values. Minus 1 plus 1. Let's see. 0.75. 0.75 of 99 plus 1. What is it? It is 75.25. Now, to help you understand this, this means Q3 lies between the 75th and 76th term. Okay? The 75th and 76th term or value. Let me use value because I've been saying value. Okay? So let's look for that 75th and 76th value. Where could it be? Okay, let's see. 65. We said 75th and 76th. Obviously, it must be here, right? So it's on which range? I think it's that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's on the 6th range, right? The 6th range is 60. Okay, x is greater than 60. Okay. Therefore, Q3 lies on the 6th range with the interval x is greater or equal to 60 but less than 70. Right? But less than 70. Okay, but less than 70. All right? Perfect. All right. Now, we're going to look at the 30th percentile as the last question. 30th percentile. Now we're looking at the 30th percentile. Where is it? R equals P over 100, all multiplied by n minus 1 plus 1. It is equal to 30 over 100, all multiplied by 100 minus 1 plus 1. Get it? So this is 0.3. 0.3 times 99 plus 1. This is 30.7. Let's get it. So 30.7, this means our 30th percentile lies between the 30th and the 31st value. So let's go look at it. It lies between the 30th and 31st. It cannot be on this interval. Cannot be on this interval. It cannot be on this interval. It cannot be on, it is on this interval, right? It is on this interval, which is the 4th range, right? So 30th percentile. So 30th percentile lies on the 4th range. Is it 4th or 3rd? Let me confirm. Okay, on the 4th range. On the 4th. The 4th range has which interval? X is greater or equal to 40%, but less or equal, less than 50, not less or equal. Less than 50. Okay? Less than 50. So this is how you get your percentiles for group data. Okay? This is how you get your percentiles for group data. Somebody is wondering, why are we not using these values as they are? Like saying, if you have 30, why are you not looking for 30? It will not really help, because this is basically a portion of it. Those that got less than 20 marks or 20% are 2. Those that got greater than 20 and more but less than 30 are 5. But those that got less than 30 are 7. This is what is happening. Can you see that? Those that got less than 30% are 7. Those that got over 30% but less than 40 are 18. However, those that got 40 are 25. Those that got less than 100, okay, those that got less than 100, it seems no one got 100 in this class. Those that got less than 100 were 100, and that's more like the whole class didn't get 100%. Okay, so this is cumulative frequency. Remember, this is your frequency. How many got this? How many got this? How many got this? Just like that. But to know how many wrote this test. You just add them together. Okay, you just add them together. So this is it, guys, and this is how you look at your percentiles for grouped data. Okay, this is how you look at your percentiles for grouped data. So with that being said, it's a wrap, and see you next time.